I have said it before and I will say it again. The sun might be out, it might look warm outside, but the sun lies. Right now it's like 37 degrees outside, which, well, it's not as bad as it could be. Anyway, what's up, you guys? Chet-Guthrie, the Dream Poet here, coming to you all with another fun-filled Tennessee State Park vlog. As you all know, I am on my yearly goal to see all 59 Tennessee State Parks. So far, I'm doing pretty well. Saw Fall Creek Falls, saw Savage Gulf, and up the road from here, from those, is Cumberland Mountain State Park. Now, Cumberland Mountain State Park is really cool. It was created as a result of the Conservation Corps, or CCA, Civilian Conservation Corps, during the New Deal. You know, the Great Depression, that good stuff. Well, not that good stuff. The Great Depression was pretty darn scary. But anyway, this park is most notably known for its bridge slash dam that's right over there. We're gonna check it out real quick, but I think we're gonna go inside the visitor center first. Then we're gonna check out the museum that's here on the grounds. So anyway, let's do it, you guys. I want to get inside. Well, I want to show you this real quick. Now, at Pickett CC State Park, which is about an hour and a half up the road from here, going up north. We've already been there. They have a similar marker, but the Civilian Conservation Corps in Cumberland Mountain State Park. CCC Company 3464 SP7 was among many companies organized by the federal government to provide useful employment for thousands of people and at the same time to develop and save our natural resources. It was a cool morning on May 25th, 1935, when 20 men commanded by Lieutenant John W. Howell left CCC Company 1471 in Pickett State Forest as an advanced cadre for the Crossville camp. CCC Company 3464 was officially organized in August 2nd of 1935. The dam and arch bridge was started November 18th, 1935. It still stands today as the largest masonry project ever built by the Conservation Corps. I did not know that, but that's actually pretty darn cool. World War I hero Alvin C. York was project superintendent until he left in 1940 to advise on the filming of the movie Sergeant York. I watched that in high school. After completing this park, Company 3464 moved to Montgomery Bell State Park in Dixon County in the spring of 1941, dedicated on June 29th of 1989 in the honor and memory of the 3 million members who served in the Civilian Conservation Corps 1933 to 1942, Tennessee Association of Civilian Conservation Corps alumni. Now, I did not know that about Alvin York. Actually, we're gonna check out his house probably pretty soon in the future. It's a state park here in Tennessee, and I did not know that this bridge, or this arch bridge slash dam, is the largest masonry project ever built by the Conservation Corps. That's a lot of history right there. But anyway, you guys, the visitors center is right here, and I think we're gonna go inside and we're gonna check it out real quick. Looks pretty darn nice. But I will say, the one at Fall Creek Falls State Park is just a little bit nicer. Anyway, let's go inside and let's get a little bit warm. Also, this is where the gift shop is. And much like all the other Tennessee state parks we have been to, we have some hoodies right here. Looks like they got quite a few good ones. But I kind of like the ones from Rock Island State Park a little bit more. They also got hats. I like the insignia in that. Of course, they've got... Anybody remember that one SNL skit, Big Dumb Cup? Well, that's what I think every time I see one of these. Big Dumb Cup. I wonder what these look like. Oh, that's nice. Got some shirts right here. Mountain. Looks like they've even got windbreaker jackets with the insignia and logo. This is actually a pretty nice gift shop. Huh. Of course, they've got puzzles, all nature based. They've got a Sasquatch one right here. That's pretty cool. And they got the axolotls. And they've also got some 3D printed, I was going to say they look like ornaments, but they're not ornaments. They're 3D printed magnets. Like, you know, refrigerator magnets. And now they had some of these at Fall Creek Falls, but they're Lincoln Logs. I have not seen any Lincoln Logs in quite a while. Please do not open the log cabin sets. They have tiny pieces. Thank you. Okay, we didn't open it. And you know what? It can't be a real state park unless they have a crosscut saw. Well, I mean, crosscut saws were used were used by the Civilian Conservation Corps. And all the other stuff that you see right here. Oh, and that's cool. They got painted rocks, but it's not for sale. I might get, how much? Well, I don't know, $7.99 is kind of steep, but I would like to put it on my car, the new car. That's some cool woodwork. Now, if they sold one of those, I would be one happy camper. They got some walking sticks, too. These are pretty nice. Please do not use any hiking sticks to get down apparel. Please ask for help. Okay, then. I guess I imagine that kids have come through here before. Huh. Oh, that's not good. Okay, that's pretty sweet. They have Bigfoot stuffed animals. Okay, that makes me smile. The mighty Bigfoot. Okay, this state park gift shop is pretty darn nice. Got stuffed animals, bald eagles. They've got wind chimes. Oh, that's really pretty. That's really nice. Oh, and that's pretty cool. It's that one big giant sticker. Got some ornaments, more stickers. All right, you guys. I think it's time that we go check out the museum. Now that is one nice restaurant. And it actually wasn't that bad of a drive. We actually had to go over the arched bridge, but now we are here at the CCC museum that they have here at Cumberland Mountain State Park. From what I understand, the tower, I mean, that I'd probably say is familiar or with a lot of people that know the Crossville area. We might do that in another video, or maybe the next video. I don't know. But anyway, I want to see what this museum looks like, because if you all saw, like in a few videos way back over the summer, I think it was the fall, I went to the Pickett CCC State Park in their museum, and that was a small museum. I'm curious to see how big this one is. Erected in 2018, dedicated in honor of the 3 million workers who served in the Civilian Conservation Corps from 1933 to 1942, and those members of the company 3464 SP7 at Crossville, Tennessee, who were builders of the 7 Arch Bridge and many of the park structures from 1935 and 1940. And that historical marker is talking about this statue right here. Got a man that's ready to work, or well, a man who's already been working in the hot summer sun of East Tennessee, well, more like Middle Tennessee. And yeah, he's got an axe with him. Kind of makes me think about the one that they have at Pickett. I'd probably say that they look pretty darn familiar, or similar to one another. But anyway, the museum is right over here in this picnic area. And the ladies at the visitor center were telling me that this one is also pretty darn small. We'll compare and we'll contrast. We'll see which one is bigger. CCC Museum. Well, I can already tell you, it's already way bigger than the one at Pickett. Cumberland Mountain State Park, the Cumberland Homesteads, and the Civilian Conservation Corps. Right over here we have a couple of dummies. No, quite literally, dummies. Some people the guys I work with at work, they say I have about the same stare. The familiar blue dungaree clothing of the young men in the Depression era work recovery program called Civilian Conservation Corps came from stocks of military work uniforms. Their survivors and camp commanders were from the military, the U.S. Forest Service, or the National Park Service. The company commander was either a regular Army or Reserve officer. While sponsoring the agency, provided a project superintendent and provided the direct supervision of the enrollees. Additionally, senior and assistant leaders were chosen from the ranks and received slightly higher wages. Huh. Looks like a $1 a day. Huh. Well, nowadays that'd be called a lawsuit. So let's see what they have. Cumberland Mountain State Park. Looks like we've got a few photos. Looks like that big one is from the 70s, maybe 80s. And there's what the park looks like from an aerial view. People having fun eating watermelon. There's the bridge. There's also a lot of camping that goes on in this particular park. Huh. It's from a bygone era, I can say that much. A lodge, restaurant. Huh. Blueprints from 1938, February 1938. And as I was saying, the Cumberland Homesteads, the Cumberland Tower, there's a big, it's a pretty darn big museum that's not far from the state park. We're gonna check that out. You know what? I'll make a vlog on it all its own. How does that sound, everyone? That's what I'm gonna do. And if you all don't know what I'm talking about, this is the tower that I'm talking about. The Water and Observation Towers. Or tower. Cumberland Mountain Homesteads was the only subsistence homestead project planned for Tennessee. It was a resettlement project for the Great Depression recovery programs. And we've got some stuff in here. Photos from the Conservation Corps and Cumberland State Park, Cumberland Mountain State Park. There's where they worked on it. Oh, cool, and they had annuals back then. It's pretty darn cool. Civilian Conservation Corps, 1934. Company 3464, courtesy of Sergeant Alvin York State Park. And menu recipes. The Cumberland Mountain Dam and Mill House, guest house or group lodge. It's like they've got some pictures of those houses. And the arched bridge. Again, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, that's it right there. the role of the CCC. There's a World War I, or a picture of Sergeant Alvin York in his later days. And there's the area just before it was dammed. That is empty. And we got pictures of the bathhouse. All right, you guys. I think we've seen just about everything in the museum, and now my curiosity has been fulfilled. This museum is way bigger than the one at Pickett. Enough said. Like way bigger. Even though this one's not that big either. But anyway, why did I say either? But we'll go back across the water and we'll check out the aviary. Yes, they have birds here. Oh dude, look at this camp store. It's shaped like an A-frame. Now I know they have one similar at Harrison Bay. You see, it looks like a public restroom. Looks like it might be closed for the time being. Yeah, it's closed. But anyway, guys, the aviary is right behind the camp store. But yeah, it just puts off, you know, that vibe of like an old school campground. Although we are at an old school campground. So, I mean, it really only makes that much more sense. And I think this sign makes that pretty clear, that it's closed. So let's go see some birds. It's definitely a nice setup. You see Cumberland Mountain State Park. Donations for birds of prey. It feeds the birdies. Looks like this is what some of the antler birds we will be seeing. Bobble's story. See, Bobble, the eastern screech owl, was brought to the park January 27, 2019, after he spent the summer at Camp Nekanawa in Crossville. Bobble was imprinted on human beings, meaning he recognized us as his parents, caretakers. Bobble has quite the personality, as he likes to fly around, sit on your shoulder, and make lots of noises, including hoots, screeches, barks, owls, and shrieks. If you don't see him out and about in his flight enclosure, he's probably resting inside his bird box. Like many other owls, Bobble is a nocturnal, and he is more active at night. Screech owls can vary in colors of red, brown, or gray. Right here we've also got Petrie. And we got Chomper. And Henson is the red-tailed hawk that they have here. And right over here, sleeping on this branch, is Petrie. Petrie is a barn owl. Looks like... yeah. He's asleep. I don't think he wants to be bugged. Yeah, this is about as close as we're gonna get to him. Mostly because there's a railing / gate here to keep people from like sticking their fingers in, and my GoPro is zoomed in as far as it'll go. Yeah, Petrie is sleeping right now. Or maybe he's just listening to my conversations. What you doing, buddy? He looks like he's sleeping. Aww. And it looked like one passed away. Trillium. In loving memory. I'm glad that they gave him a pretty nice headstone here. So, I bet the next one here is Bobble. Or maybe this sign... yeah? Yeah, this is Bobble's enclosure. I don't see no Bobble though. Bobble! Bobble! Nope. Man, they say he is very, very congenial. But yeah, he's in his box. So anyway, I guess we're not gonna see him today. So what is this one right over in here? Oh, I guess that was the one who sadly passed away. And that sucks. Oh well. Well, at least he's in a better place now. And that leaves us to our last bird. The red-tailed hawk. And he's just looking at me menacingly with my GoPro. Don't know if y'all can see him all that well. There he is. Hey, buddy. He's looking at me like I got crap coming out my ears. I would say this is about as close as we're gonna get to him. Unless if he decides to fly a little bit closer. Mostly, I don't know if you can see him too well. I think he's more focused on me and what is in my hands. That is so cool. I love birds. He's like, no, leave me alone, human. I think if it were warmer out, I think the birds would be outside more. But now that we have seen just about everything there is to see here at Cumberland Mountain, we're gonna go to the thing that makes this park so iconic. We are going to go to the arched bridge / dam that they have here. It is crazy to think that what we are looking at now was once dredged by the Civilian Conservation Corps. Like in the older photos that we saw at the museum, all this was hand dug. Like, I believe there was a creek that ran here, but when they built this dam, well, / arched bridge, I mean, it flooded all of this. Very crazy to think. I wonder what would happen if you took a magnet fishing magnet to the area. I wonder if you would find anything. And up here it talks a bit more about this arched bridge / dam. It's a lot of cool history. This is the biggest masonry bridge ever built by the Civilian Conservation Corps. And this marker will tell the story. Cumberland Mountain State Park Bridge. Men of the Civilian Conservation Corps Company 3464 built this unsuspended bridge between 1935 and 1940 for a 30-acre impound of Birds Creek. 3,550 cubic yards of dirt and rock were excavated, and the core, containing 8,000 tons of concrete, was faced with crab orchard stone for the 319-foot span. 7 spillways, rising 28 feet above the stream bed, carry the 18-foot roadway approximately 16 feet above water level. So now let's get a closer look. Kind of feel like the pictures online or pictures that you see of the bridge don't really do it too much justice. So when you get up close to it, this thing is pretty darn big. Kind of see how it all works. Like, the more you go down, it's like these right here get slimmer and slimmer. I'm taking that that's how it was constructed for when if flooding were to happen, it could go all into all 7 of the spillways. And the other end is way more interesting because you can actually see the dam part and like a comparison between between the 2 sides of water. So we're gonna walk up on the bridge and we're gonna check that out. Cabin guests only. Well, there is a cabin right down there that you can stay in, and it is right next to the dam, or arched bridge / dam. But you can see the difference between the two. Like, you've got a lot of free running water, and on the other side there's about a 16-foot or 18-foot difference. I don't know, that's one thing that I like about dams. You can see like the differences in height when, you know, the original water height versus what it is now. That was just so cool. You know what? I wonder how much it costs to stay in that cabin. I'd like to stay in it. Maybe do it in an up and coming vlog. Maybe. Oh, and that's neat. And there is a way to hike down to it, and that's what we're gonna check out. Yeah, this is a nice state park. But anyhow, we'll have to maybe not so much a vlog. Maybe see if the family wants to come up here. I think that'd be a good idea. Just a good old-fashioned family camping trip, or camping-ish. And here are the stairs. Oh well, let's walk down it, shall we? Oh, no, that's cool. Oh, this is awesome. Here's one of the arches, but obviously it's bricked up. Looks like they really don't use it all that much. Makes you wonder if they were even using it to begin with, because like I was saying, obviously that is concreted over. Oh, but that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Oh, and that's neat. Oh. That is so cool. Obviously there's some debris right there. Maybe that's what's from keeping everything from coming out. Yeah. It's like there's a way you can step up here as well. It's like it just kind of comes on down to the river, the creek I should say. Let's keep going. You know what? This would be a perfect swimming spot during the summer. Like, you know, get that cabin and have one of the best swimming spots in the entire park. This is cool. As I was saying out there, photos do not do this bridge any justice. You kind of have to come out to see it for yourself. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, nice. Look how the sun's coming out through the dam. Man, that is gorgeous. I love just like how all the water is just coming out through the archways. Okay. That's where we just came from. I just like how it all just like runs down the side of everything. That is really pretty. Okay, let's get down here a little bit of ways. Probably get the best view that we're gonna get of it. Man, that is cool. Guys all just running that way. Man, that's cool. I know I've said it a lot, you guys, but this is awesome. Like, just flat out mind-blowing. Like, if you like your Tennessee state parks, make it your goal to come out to this one. It will mind blow you, or it will leave you mind blown. There we go. I just like sitting here. I mean, this is beautiful. But anyway, you guys, this is probably going to come to the end of the vlog. I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Anyway, you guys, as I say in all my vlogs, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Always means a lot and goes to show that y'all care and that y'all want to see more awesome stuff like this, because this is an awesome state park. But anyway, you guys, love y'all very much. See y'all in the next vlog. This vlog is over. Peace. Well, this sucks. As I was saying, we were going to go to the Homestead Museum, but it is temporarily closed. But still, for this video, I want to be honorable to my word. This is the tower that you all saw at the museum at Cumberland Mountain State Park. And I'm not gonna lie, as a kid, I used to think that this was a lighthouse of some sort. And if you're a kid about 6, maybe 7 years old, you'd probably think the same thing. But from what I understand, this will be going to Cumberland Mountain State Park. At least they're working on getting it sold over to them. But anyway, guys, just thought I'd show it. Anyway, now, this vlog is over.